Hey folks, welcome. Here we discuss real stories by real people. Today we have the story of a man who ruined his homecoming party to expose his cheating girlfriend. Let's see how it goes. Story 1. I'm currently in hot water for the events of this story from my mom and dad, so I'll be omitting some details, but the story is so funny and satisfying that I have to share it. The short version is that I've been overseas for the last 2 years on deployment. When I came home, I learned that my girlfriend of 6 years has been cheating on me with one of her friends. All I did was tell everyone that was the case when everyone who knew us was around. So, I met my girlfriend in college when we noticed we had a lot of the same schedule and classes. We started dating after a couple of weeks, and it was really like my first real relationship. I had dated people in high school and stuff, but it's different when you have the real world on your shoulders. I kind of did everything I could to keep her around, and it worked. I felt like we were super compatible and had the same interests and viewpoints on a lot of things. When I introduced her to my mom, she told me that my girlfriend was a female version of me. I would tell my friends that I can't stop thinking about her, and I really thought she was the one on more than one occasion. So much so that it was a thing they made fun of me for any time she called me or got brought up. Well, anyway, after a bad year in community college, a break, and then another bad year, I dropped out. It just wasn't working. I lost a lot of my motivation, and the things that I found interesting weren't interesting anymore. So, after I went through a couple of jobs, I decided to enlist. I went right into it, and honestly, I love it. But before I did, I talked with my girlfriend because I knew that I might not be staying somewhere we could see each other, and long distance is hard. I wasn't really sure how long I would be gone, and I would 99% be out of the state, if not out of the country for periods at a time. We talked it out, and she told me she was fine with it if it's what I wanted. So I did. Went through basic training and got stationed in Washington for a little bit before heading over to Germany, where I stayed for a year and a half. During that time, I kept in constant touch with everyone I knew, and especially my girlfriend. Germany was a wonderful place if you ever get the chance to visit. My German was pretty bad, but thankfully, a lot of the people there speak English, so it's not as hard to get around as like France or some other European countries. After my time in Germany, I got some time off and decided to head home. I let everyone know I was coming back so I could see them, but something happened with my flight and I got a new one that arrived a few days earlier. No problem for me. I showed up earlier than expected to my parents' place and told them I would be staying at a friend's house in the meantime. I learned that there was going to be a coming home party, but not everyone had shown up to our state yet. So I just needed to keep it under wraps and pretend I'm not there yet on Facebook and everything. I got to meet up with my girlfriend, which was great at first, but something about her just seemed off. Like she seemed distracted or maybe nervous around me. I don't know how to explain it, but she gave off a bad vibe that I couldn't place. I asked her a few times if she's okay or if she's upset with me, but she just waved it off and gave me a fake smile. I got a call from a friend of mine who asked to meet with me alone. So I drive up to his place where he comes out and we shoot the shit for a while. I kind of just figured that he wanted to see me, but I knew it seemed like he wanted to tell me something, so I just told him to spit it out and get it over with. My friend tells me that my girlfriend has been cheating on him since I've been gone. I ask him how he knows. He tells me that his roommate found a new girlfriend recently and one night brought her back here. That new girl was actually my girl. He didn't want to bring it up over the phone since he figured I wouldn't believe him, or that it might F me up and make me not want to come home or something. So what happened was, my friend brought his roommate out and we talked it out and he showed me pictures that they had together. It was in fact my girlfriend that he was sleeping with. I was pretty pissed off at the guy, and in retrospect, I probably shouldn't have been angry with him since it's not like he knew or could have known that she would have had a boyfriend already. I said some words that I regret now, and I effed off. I went off on my own driving for the rest of the day and just started processing what I had just learned and what I should do next. I was kind of mad or embarrassed at myself because the meme is like the soldier's girlfriend is getting effed while he's away, and I just kind of thought that wasn't going to be the case with her, but no, it did happen, and I was just a dumb asshole thinking otherwise. I got a call from my mom the same day who told me that my family had gotten into town and that the welcome home party was going to be tomorrow. So I just thought, you know what, that's great. The day arrives. I get a big surprise party with my family, a few friends, and a very special lady and my girlfriend. I kinda just rode through it and didn't talk to her that much until a bit later in the night. My folks got a cake and they asked me to come and cut it, but before I did, I asked to make a little speech. I told everyone thanks for coming. I loved everyone there, especially my girlfriend, who I had something special to say. I got down on one knee. I then began to describe how she had been cheating on me, taking advantage of my trust, sleeping behind my back, and just being a hoe. This went about as well as you would expect. She started tearing up and flew into the bathroom to cry. My mom was irate with me and still is, while my dad was just disappointed I aired in public. I'm sure they'll come around. I just think they're angry I ruined a moment like that. Your parents have every right to be mad at you, OP. But on the other hand, you were hurt and you wanted to get back at your ex for cheating on you. I'm sorry she did that to you. She has no reason to justify her cheating on you while you were away on duty. If she knew she wouldn't have been able to be faithful to you while you were away, she should have ended things with you. Hopefully your parents come around. Take care, OP, and you owe your friend and his roommate an apology. Story 2. My 29 male wife 31 of 5 years cheated on me a year ago. She told me last night after I confronted her when I found some dirty pictures on her phone. We've been together a long time, married 5 years and have known each other for over 10 years. We've been friends all that time. I found dirty pictures on her phone today, of her by herself and of other people by themselves. Nothing that shows her cheating. She says that she signed up for Kik and just received random pics videos of stuff, and that she isn't having an ongoing affair. After asking her more questions and talking with her, she confesses to having a one-time affair about a year ago. She suffers from clinical depression and is on meds, and about a year ago attempted suicide multiple times and eventually was committed for a couple of weeks. She's still in therapy. She's been hiding things from me for well over a year, not letting me see her phone, talking to other people without telling me anything about it, etc. And I only found the pictures because she wouldn't let me scroll when showing me a pic of her friend's BF. When I confronted her about the pictures, she told me of Kik and that's how she got them. After more talking, she also told me of a few lies she told me, saying she went somewhere with one friend and instead did something else with another. After more talking, she confessed that she had an affair about a year ago. Now, I'm not the best person. Our therapist says I get no joy out of life. I forget the name of it, but it's associated with depression, which I suffer from, but I'm not medicated with. A lot. So I usually don't want to go do stuff. My fun times are staying at home watching TV and playing video games, which I don't really enjoy, it's just an escape. Overall, I don't know what to do. This level of betrayal I don't think I can get over. On the other hand, she's been a part of my life for so long, I don't know how I could live without her. Any help or direction would be appreciated. I'm sorry this happened to you, OP. I mean, just because you've been with her for so long doesn't give her a free pass to cheat on you. Especially if she's been hiding that for a year, as well as who knows what else. She trickle-truths you. Stay in therapy, but don't let her run over you like that. She had all year to come clean about it, and she only said anything because she got caught and confronted about it. It doesn't seem like she respects you all that much. I think you're on the right path. Just lawyer up, divorce her, and find something that will make you happy. This marriage certainly isn't doing it for you. Now for some comments. Hit the gym, dude. It'll make you feel better than you've ever been. It's a great way to make you feel good in your head, believe me. Contact a lawyer to know about your rights. You don't need to tell her, keep it as your secret. Your wife is a cheater and a liar and doesn't come clean to you. Nothing good at all. Something tells me she has cheated more than once. The mental illness also seems to be a scapegoat for her to keep you around via guilt. At the end of the day, you still have a responsibility to take care of yourself. Otherwise, you can't really take care of anyone else, least of all a clinically depressed cheater with suicidal ideation. Time to cut your losses and make a change. You two haven't even made it a decade yet. It's not too late to reclaim your sanity. Honestly, by the way you wrote the post, you've already made up your mind. Get your things and leave. You didn't mention kids, so you have that going for you. The depression suicide stuff she's gonna have to work out on her own. Don't let her crutch you by trying to make you feel bad by saying she may commit suicide if you leave. Get out, take a good year off of dating, and find out where you stand. You sound like a simple introvert. You don't need meds for that. Do what makes you happy. If that doesn't, then weigh out med options. Good luck.